Welcome back again. So we have created the xamarin.forms application and we have added authentication using Twitter. And we started adding push notification to our application by creating the push notification hub, and we have updated the server project. Now, what are we going to do is to prepare our Android project by configuring and running uh, it. So first, we need to enable Firebase cloud messaging. So we need to go to Firebase console and we need to create a project. I have been playing around here too and I have created a couple of projects. Now we are going to create a new project here. Actually, let me translate it to English, or we can change, I think, language to English. So let's create the project. I'm gonna give it the same name as our notification hub. My country, I'm from Tunisia, by the way. It's in North Africa. And I am going to create the project right here. We wait a bit. Okay, here you can add an iOS application, Android application, or a web application. We are interested for now about the Android application. So we are going to choose Android. Here we should give our package name, and we can give also a nickname for our application and an SHA debug sign-in certificate. We are going only to add the package name. So we go to our application, we go to Android, property, and we check our package name, we copy that, and we paste it right here. Cool. Nickname of the application, you can give it like online session. Here we click add application. Okay, now we need to download this file. Is Google service that JSON file. We are going to need it later. Okay, the file is downloaded and carry on. Okay, those configuration areas are related to people who work with Android Studio and Java. It's related to Gradle project. We are not going to focus on those stuff. Also in Unity and C++, as you can see, and we click finish. Cool. Our application is ready right here, as you can see. Now we are going to add some settings. We click here, settings, project settings. As you can see here, our project name, our public name, the ID of our project, also the web API key. Here you can remove this application, change the time. You can see the ID of application, and you can download again the service if you have like lost it or deleted it. Now we are going to connect our Microsoft Azure Push Notification Hub to our Firebase console. For that, we have a couple of things that we are going to copy. Here we have the server key and we have the sender ID. If you look here, you can see the message Firebase upgraded our server keys. You can continue to use your old server key, but we recommend upgrading to the latest version. Here we have the old server key, and here we have the new server key. As you can see, the sender ID didn't change. Now we are going to copy this and we are going to take it to our push notification hub, and we are going to configure it. If you can see here, we have a couple stuff like Apple APN service, Google GCM, Windows, Windows Phone, Amazon, and Baidu. And I think I don't know this Baidu. First time I see it. Okay, it's Android for China. Cool. We are going to choose Google. We are using Google. And you can see here we have API key. We are going to paste that key here, as you can see. And it's right. And we click save. Okay, notification hub updated successfully. Cool. We have no errors. Good. Now we have connected our push notification to the Android project. Next, what are we going to do is to update the xamarin.forms application. So let's see how. So we have updated the server project, we have created the Microsoft Azure Notification Hub, and we have created a project in the Firebase console, and we have connected that project to our Microsoft Notification Hub. Now we have to update our Xamarin Forms application. First, we are going to our Android application. We are going to look for component, and we are going to add Google Cloud Messaging Client. If you have not installed this, you have to click component, edit component, and get more component here. You look for Google Cloud Messaging Client, the first one is, and you have to install it. Now I have already installed this component. I don't need to install it again. Now we are going to open the main activity project. So since we have added a new component, we are going to use it using GCM, and if you can see client, yep, right there. I maybe have already added. Okay, no problem. Now we are going to add some stuff. Let's go to our onCreate method. Let's look around for it. Here we have our onCreate method. After this load application, we are going to add um, some stuff. I have already copied this stuff. Okay, no problem for those kind of errors. Again, I'm going to upload the full project, the full solution, the server project, and the Xamarin Forms application in my GitHub account after this video. Okay, here we are going to use our service, check for the service, check for the manifest file. Okay, now you are going to add a show dialog helper method. Okay, this is on create. And I think not here, it's here, actually here. Yep, it's here. Okay, here we are going to set the message, the title of the message, and we are going to show the message. Cool. Now we need to instantiate this message, and we are going to add some code to create instance field for this activity. Okay. here. Alright, the instance is null, and we are going to add, this is the main activity. Alright, I'm going to add this method that is going to return this instance of our activity. Cool. And since it's null, I think we need to instantiate it. Okay, cool. Okay, no problem with that error. Now we are going to create a new class. A class that is related to that service that we have downloaded earlier. We are going to create a GCM server service class, and here we click right, add new item, we choose class, or you can click add directly class here. Gonna give it GCM service, and we are going to add it. Okay, cool. Okay, now I'm gonna change those stuff with the using that I have already used in main activity. Okay, one more thing, every time you use those stuff, make sure you have, like, for here we are using Newton soft JSON, so we have to make sure that we have the NuGet of uh, Newton. Here it's installed. Make sure also to install the last stable version. Okay, we have Azure mobile service already installed, GCM client we just have installed, and cool. So we have a couple of permissions that we are going to add. Okay, here. Okay, we have the permission to get the package name, to receive push notification, to use internet, to wake on lock screen, and to get account. Now we are going to add some other stuff right here. Here our broadcast receiver will get those permission from package name and other stuff are related to our GCM service, and here you can see that we have project number, and if you remember, we have in our Firebase console two keys. One, it's going to our Microsoft notification hub, and another one, the short one, that we are going to paste it right here. So here, if you remember, we have copied this to our push notification Azure hub, and here we are going to copy this sender ID, and we are going to paste it right there. Okay, let's remove this, and we paste, and we save. Cool. Now we are going to remove this and replace it. No problem. problem. Okay. Here our sender ID that we are going to get it. Okay. Now we are going some other code to override on our unregistered event handler. So I have the code right here. Oops, a lot of errors. Let's see why. Maybe later it's related to okay. It's like that. Okay, let's. I think I have made a mistake right here, and let me just copy again my code. Okay, no problem right here. Okay, here we are going to see the message that we are going to send, the push notification ID, and the message that we are going to receive. Where I'm going to explain all that later. Now we are going to add uh, the method of message and the creation of the notification. Okay. All right. Okay. We will explain all that code. So, which handles the incoming notification and send them to the notification manager to be displayed. We will read all this together. Okay, what I am missing. Still one more method to add right here. Alright. And we forgot something. We didn't add that service that we have downloaded earlier. So we are going to add the existing item from desktop. And where is the service? Google here and get. Okay. The Google service is added successfully. And here we are going to fix those couple of errors. Okay, so let's read what we have here. So every time in our to-do application I'm gonna add something. uh, that something must be notified in all other smartphones, any phone or smartphone that use that application. Also I need, if I said send a message using notification hub of Microsoft Azure or the Firebase, I need to receive that message. So uh, here if I add a new stuff, we are going to see, since our application name is to do, we are going to see new to do item, and we see that item that have been added in the message. Also, if we have kind of message that can be not let's say not easy to understand, receive it from the push notification hub or from the Firebase, we'll receive a now message details. Okay, and if you can have errors or log errors right here, if you can see. Okay, okay, and cool. Okay, I think everything is alright to our project. Now we need to build our solution. You can click Ctrl Shift B or just here build and build solution, and you have to wait a bit. Okay, the build successfully ended. Now if you remember, this is our application, and before I'm going to deploy our new solution, I'm gonna let you remember what we have created. Okay, so this is our application. Here, if I don't create something or I am not signed in, I can't answer anything. Else, I'm going to sign in using my Twitter account. Okay, to remember my ID. Here we can change the message, add like my username or like a good message. Here you can see my name, my blog, and couple of stuff I thought I have added. Testing. Now I'm going to deploy the new application. There is two ways. We can debug it by clicking here on my smartphone, or I can click right here, which the method I like the more to use if I'm not going to like see if I have like uh, any statistic or like debug mode. Here I'm going to deploy my application the fast way. It's the fast way. But if I have like errors or anything, I need to debug my application or maybe use a unit test. It's been deployed and the application now is going to stop right here. Okay, this should be removed. Okay, good, remove it. And a new apk file will be created. Okay, still deploying. Okay, the deploy succeeded and this is the new application. I'm going to sign in and I hope it works. Okay, this is the application. I'm going to add something like we don't have test. I'm going to add test. Click here. Okay, I have a test, but I didn't receive yet the push notification. My push notification. Okay, I'm connected. Let's go to our Firebase console and we try to send a push notification to see if the connection between the Firebase and Firebase console and our Google service JSON file works fine. So I'm back right here. What I'm going to do is to go to notification under my project, and I'm going to send a notification here. Let's say hi and hi, and I'm going to choose my application and I'm going to send the message to this package to my application. Let's see it right here if I'm going to receive something. Good. I received a push notification. If you can see here, okay, and now a message detail that it says hi. There is something wrong with the message that I have created, no problem, but I receive a push notification. That's great. Now let's try to send a push notification using Azure. We go here to Azure. Let's remove this. We go to Azure. Okay. We go to our notification hub and we look for here test send. We choose here our Android project. Here we can say notification hub. This is the message I'm going to receive. Okay, I'm going to change that. Let's say Ben to code rocks, or let's say since we have Visual Studio 2017, Visual Studio 2000 rocks. I'm so happy that Microsoft just launched Visual Studio 2017, and I will download it so soon. I just have to make a couple of configuration on my laptop. So here let's try to send this message or notification to my phone. Let's click send. We see here, and I didn't receive the notification. Okay, failed. Let's try again. Okay, failed. Sometimes it takes a while to be configured. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna to try to send this message again, but let me tell you something. Sometimes you have to wait a bit. Sometimes you have all you have to do is to restore your mobile application server. Let's see. Let's send the message first, and let's see again. So I'm going to send this message to my smartphone. Here, let's click OK. Well, good, amazing. New to-do item was added. Visual Studio exactly rocks 2017. And if you can see here that the test is passed, the send up item message was amazing. Okay, let's change this. Visual Studio 2000 plus xamarin. Okay, and the last one we have received this. Let's keep it like that, and we click here send. All right, a new item, Visual Studio 2017 plus xamarin rocks. That's pretty cool. Now try let's see what we have. Let's refresh the list. Okay, this is the list. Let's create here Visual Studio 2017, and we click let's remove this. Okay, we click add. Okay, I receive a notification. New to do item VS 2017 was added to the list. Good. That means our application works perfectly, and if we have installed this application on any other smartphone, Android smartphone, um, it will receive the same notification that we have right here. If this service took it a long time, all you have to do is okay, let's dismiss this and this. All you have to do is to go to your mobile application service and restart that service. It will not take a long time. Let's try it. Okay, restart, and yes, only less than 1 second. That's pretty amazing. It's 3 a.m., 3 morning here. I'm restarting this. Okay, let's end this with okay. So we have added perfectly the push notification, the notification, and we have created the application. Next, we are going to add some style to this application. We are going to change the look of those buttons, this area. Also, I'm going to add info button right here, and we need to change this. And we are going, let's say, after that, we are going to build our application, and we are going to see how to put our project to GitHub. Thank you. See you again.